Hi my friends, I have a day off today. My mother, she's off to some activities she goes to twice a week. So today is a day off and I have some time, and I also felt I had a message I wanted to give to you. So I hope you're doing well where you are, and by saying that I mean not that everything is succeeding in your life, but that you feel the peace and the love within you no matter what's going on. So life is incredibly intense right now, and it has been for a while, and it will be for a while probably. And as I see it, we are entering into a new state of being, a new world, a new life for many of us. Some people want to stay in the old world and will stay there, and that's okay because that's really their soul's wish. But those of you who are watching this video and many more people are have a feeling, and some know, that this is all this change that we're in is only because something very beautiful is arising, and it is something we are all creating together, those of us who are on this path. So what we're going through mainly is an enormous cleanup. So the pain that we see around us, I don't know this for sure, but I think for most of us, the pain that we are experiencing in this lifetime, no matter where we are in the world, in a war zone or just in a family that's very dysfunctional, in a place with lots of poverty, wherever we are, each and every one of us is going through these painful experiences because it is actually old pain. It's not new pain. So we are re-experiencing, or this is actually a cleanse, and I've mentioned it before and it can sound really strange. How could someone who's going through some incredibly difficult things and more or less half dead from whatever, hunger or war or whatever it is, that they actually, first of all, that they actually chose to do this. This sounds horrendous if you haven't been on this path for a while. So I believe that's completely true. There's none of us who are in the wrong place at the wrong time. We're all here to experience some very specific problems and specific pain because we wanted to. Because on a soul level, it's actually what we want. And so, as I see it, what many of us are going through is really not new pain, but actually old pain that needs to be released. So let's say in one lifetime we went through something similar and we never released the pain. So for most of our ancestors, they held on to the pain. That's why we have all this ancestral pain that's been passed on into each new generation, all this ancestral pain that has been really piled up on top of one pain on top of the other. And for this pain to be released, we go through something similar, not to create more pain, but to actually release the pain that we were carrying on to. So that incredible sadness and despair or anger or whatever it was, fear, we get to experience again, to actually release the old pain, so that we finally let it go out of our bodies, out of our minds, out of our systems. So it is a reset, or a goodbye to the old world. We once and for all release all that pain in this lifetime. So that terrible life that we have, for some of us, chosen is actually the healer. Our life is healing us. The pain we're going through is healing us. It's not creating more pain. So this might not be true for everyone, and especially people who have chosen to live on their next lifetimes on a low vibrational state. They might be creating new pain and new anger. But for those of us who are stepping into new earth, we are releasing it once and for all. All the old stagnant stuff, all the bitterness, all the anger, all the hatred towards others and towards ourselves is being flushed out of us. And even if you don't if you don't believe it, it could be just an experiment to say, okay, I'll just try believing it for a while. Just tell myself that this pain that I'm going through right now is not building more pain onto what I have inside me. It is actually the old pain I have been holding on to, and my ancestors have been holding on to, that I now, in this lifetime, am releasing once and for all. Just do it as an experiment and see how you feel. So, and as we know, the way we believe, the way we see life is actually what determines our lives. So, yeah, this is a way of seeing what's going on in the world today. So we can step out of all the despair about what's going on around us and see that this is an enormous cleanse that the world is going through. And we've all chosen it, we all wanted it, and even the earth herself wanted this. So, and each day, each moment we choose to feel the love, feel the peace, feel the trust within, and just move forward in our lives, the more we will see that this comes true. That life is becoming more and more peaceful. The world is becoming more and more peaceful, more and more loving, more and more harmonious. And with our mental structure, the old way of thinking, it's not really possible to see that. But with our heart, if we go deep into our heart, we can sense it. That this is all stuff that needs to happen. And it's not that we don't care about people who are in enormous pain, but we can send our love to them and all our goodwill. So as we spend our energy and our focus healing ourselves, which is, as I see it, the greatest gift you can give the earth. You cannot do anything more powerful than help yourself release the old pain. And as you're in this process, the old mind used to say, well, why don't you care? Why don't you go and do something? Why don't you? You're so useless, you're so hopeless. Why can't you do something to change everything? It's your fault. I mean, all the shame, all the guilt. And you have a much better life. It's your fault, or whatever. We used to say to ourselves. When we step into this new way of being, where we realize that the greatest gift we give is our own healing, and see the world as in a actually perfect place, because everybody is in an intense healing process. We can just send our love to everyone. Just wish them the very, very best where we are, and stop telling ourselves to change it, because it doesn't want changing. Very few of us are here to go out physically and change the world. That's not what we're here for. What we're here for, we're here to do the inner work. So as I've said so many times before, it is all a matter of our perception. When we see our life from this higher perspective, all is well. And all is, as we sense this truth, all is well, all becomes even more well. My stomach's rumbling. So that's a little background noise. And there's a few things I wrote down I wanted to share today. Yeah, I can just mention this. As many of you probably do, we go on YouTube or whatever, onto social media, and watch different things that maybe inspire us. And I found a spiritual teacher, a young woman or middle-aged woman, who was sharing her teachings, and it was just interesting. It's interesting to sort of go into something and just see how you react. And what I could see, what she was saying, and she is definitely helping many people, because what she's sharing is exactly right for them. But what I could see is that she was really promoting spiritual awakening and going very much into depth with what spiritual awakening is and how we actually spiritually awake. And she kept saying that the person you are, and this is really the path of non-duality, the person you are is not you. It's simply not you, and some people even say it's not even there, it doesn't exist. And so I just want to give you my perspective on this, which I really have shared many times before, and that is all is one. So when we go into non-duality, we're saying no to the duality, and really it's just two negatives in a way. All is one, and you are one. So God is in all. Every single atom of this universe, of this earth, is God expressing Him, herself in each little particle, in the chair I'm sitting on, in the air I breathe. It is consciousness experiencing being physical and getting to know itself through the physical. And each of us is a spirit who doesn't belong on earth, but we're here for a while. This is how I see it. And we chose to come into this physical form because it was a good match for what we wanted to learn in this lifetime, what we wanted to experience in this lifetime. So God has chosen within us, and we as a separate soul, which is not separate, but we as a unique part of God have chosen this path of living in this body. And some say we live in many bodies, we have different lifetimes at the same time. We don't want to make it so complex. We are here right now, you are in your body, you are in your life, and I'm here in my body and in my life. And I think it's actually sad to say that this is not me, because it is you. Your spirit is living in this entity that is your body, in your house, wherever you are. This is your life. And you are at the same time a spirit. And you are, if you want to measure this, you are much more a spirit than you are this. But you don't need to measure it. So I think the greatest, what is most helpful, is to bring everything together. Stop dissecting everything and saying, this is not you, this is not you. This is all you. It's all you. Really, actually, everything that is here is us, because we're all God expressing itself. We are all the one. And so, also because the whole aspect of life, which is self-love, is so important, especially where we are right now, to get to love who we are in the physical, in the mind, and in the spirit. To bathe all of that in our love and to hold it like a little baby that we love deeply. So stop pushing anything away. And so I just think this is the most powerful and also the most loving way to approach life. To see that your body and the physical expression that you are is you. It is your spirit expressing itself in physical form. And because we're human, we were given the ego, which is the very superficial self that was very helpful when we were little, where we needed to really feel that this is me, these are my toys, and that's you, and that's your toys, and you mustn't take my toys away. This whole ego concept, which built up the personality, is necessary for humans to have to actually function in this world. And as we awaken spiritually, we can let this part of us go more and more, and just keep the personality that is the most highly evolved, where we're not pushing anything or anyone away. The part of our personality that is, well, what can you say? You can also say our ego is becoming filled with spirit. So the old ego, as I was talking about last time, the old self is dying, or we leave it. We just take it off like an old coat. So the person you are, the body you are, is you. And you are at the same time a spirit. And it's all you. And you are one with the one who created everything. That is also you. And our challenge is to live in this world and to bring everything together. To see all as one. And to live in unity with ourselves. To love what is. To understand that, okay, this is why I chose this body. This is why I chose this life. These are the reasons why I get to know it better and better every day. And then we come into the last thing I wanted to share, which is the whole aspect of life, which is the self-love. So we're moving deeper and deeper into love. And the only way we can get to love the world, everything around us, is by loving ourselves more deeply. And this has been coming up in my life recently, the little self-hater. the one little one, which is actually, I found out, quite a big one. It's been quite intense in my life. The one that was condemning me, telling me I was wrong, I was no good, beating me up. And I was quite surprised. It was actually an experience I had, because I sing in a church, so I'm a church singer here in Denmark, and that's one of the ways I make money. So I sing at the church every Sunday. and also when there's funerals and weddings and christenings, I go to the church and I sing there. So I sing just to sort of yeah, so the congregation knows what to sing. And I was singing at this funeral, and it's always very beautiful, and the minister just does an incredible job of being so loving and so present. It's just very, very beautiful. So it's a wonderful experience for myself to be there. And I sing, and I sing the Amen at the end of certain spots in the service. And this day, which I get sometimes, I sort of get a frog in my throat, or I get a lump of phlegm or something. And the Amen that came out was just really not, it was just like a cough or a sort of a roar. And it was actually really quite embarrassing. And I could sort of feel myself, which is really my higher self, saying, it's okay. It's okay. It was just a noise that you made. And nobody's dropped dead. Nothing happened. And I could sense how that part of me that is myself, that has been the one condemning me, was actually provoked by that. This part, because this is what is so complex about this whole journey. We have all these different aspects of us, and we have to, with our consciousness, decide which one do I want to take the seat in my life. Do I want the love within me to take control of my life, or do I want the little hurt child who's condemning me? Because that is what it is. The self-condemnation we have, the one judging us and pulling us down and always telling us we're not good enough, is our hurt self. It is not our deeper, higher self. It's not our spirit. Our spirit would never condemn us. It would say, okay, maybe you should change this and this, but I love you deeply, and I will always love you. Because that's what God is in us. That is what God says to us. I will never condemn you. But our hurt self will condemn us. And so after that experience, where I realized how strong my own self-condemnation has been, because it came up because of that experience, and the fact that I allowed myself to say, it's okay, it doesn't matter. It was just a big roar you made. It's okay. The fact that I have come so far, I have worked on myself so much, I was ready to see my self-condemnation, that little hurt child in me. She stepped forth and I could see her. I noticed her. I realized, okay, that's what's been going on in my subconscious mind all the time. She's been there subconsciously telling me I'm not doing well enough. It's not enough. Do better. Do more. And so she stepped forth, and this is what's so beautiful. As we go on this path, the old hurt will come forth. It will come. It all happens naturally. So this aspect of me came forth, and I knew, because I've done this so many times, this is a hurt part of me that is condemning me, and just making a tiny little thing into a huge big drama, really scolding me on a very deep level. And I could let her step forth, and as soon as I noticed her, of course, she started fading away, because I could see who she is, and she's just the hurt part of me. And I could even take her and just hold her and say, I know you're condemning me because you want me to do well. That's really all she's doing, is she wants me to just pull myself together and do well. But because it comes from hurt, it's never good. It's never helpful. So I have to say goodbye to her. And so it was actually such a tiny little experience no great event, but it was a big event for me, because at that moment I said to myself, if I ever make that noise again in the church, I will not condemn myself. I'll just love myself. It's okay. And that was such a breakthrough, another breakthrough for me, to realize how unloving I actually have been treating myself subconsciously. And that this little thing that happened, which was not a good thing, seen in the eyes of making life work, the superficial level, on the superficial level, this was a bad thing that happened, but on the inner level it was actually a great gift, because I exposed, my inner self exposed some hurt in me, and I can release it from me and decide with myself that from now on I will just love myself. I won't condemn myself, because it's overreacting compared to what it is. I'm not here to be perfect. I'm not here to sing perfectly. I'm here to be me, and to love being me. To be in the love vibration where I do not condemn myself. And of course, then I can bring the love vibration much more to the world and to just people I meet in the shops and on my way, because I'm not condemning myself subconsciously anymore. And there might be more there might be another little hurt child in me that comes forth later on, but this was a layer of hurt that stepped forth and could be released. And the experience helped me also in my daily life, where there are still areas where I feel I'm not living up to people's expectations. It gave me this wonderful push forth to just live my life as I want to live it, no matter what people around me are saying or thinking or wanting. To simply be even more authentically me, and to love being me. Just love doing life my way. And every time I can feel this little voice might just step forth again, I can just take it and say, I know you want to help me, but I can let you go now. I let you go with love. So I think when we get into these layers of self-judgment, hatred, condemnation, we are really coming to the very, very core of this enormous cleanse that we're going through. We're cleaning out all the old hurt, all the hurt little children that we have been holding on to inside us, who have been pushing us around in life, dominating us and not allowing us to truly be us and to enjoy being us. So one by one we are releasing them when we stay on this path. So yeah, it's very beautiful. So life is our healer. Life is healing us. It's not hurting us. What we're experiencing in life is helping us heal. So yeah, we're going to do a little relaxation together. If you want to join me, I'll go and find a good place in nature where we can relax together. So I'll do that now. We had a heavy frost this morning, but the flowers are still doing okay. Beautiful nasturtiums in the sunlight. Lovely and quiet. Could go over here maybe. see the sky too. So we'll just find a good spot. Okay. So find a nice place to sit or lie down. And bring your attention onto your body. Just feeling your whole body. And bringing your awareness to your breath. As I've mentioned before, in Danish, breath is the same word as spirit. Feel this spirit, this air, moving in and moving out, bringing life, bringing well-being to every part of your body, every cell, every organ, every tissue, bringing the life force to every place in your physical being. Breathe in through your nose, slowly, calmly, into the lower part of your belly. And when you breathe out, breathe through your nose as slow as you can. Slow, calm breathing. Right now we are stepping into the now moment, allowing the thoughts to wander by as little clouds. They are there, but they are not important right now. What is important is that we allow ourselves to be, and to be deeply connected with our body, this beautiful organism that we chose to live in for this lifetime. From the tips of our toes and to the top of our head, out to our fingertips, every cell, every tiny mitochondria of this physical body, we just allow ourselves to feel. Bringing in the air and feeling the well-being just spread. Feel the blood pulsating through our veins. You might be able to feel your heartbeat. This little pump that's been pumping every day since you were in your mother's womb, pumping the blood around, keeping you alive, keeping you well. Feel the gratitude of this body. And as you relax more and more, feel the well-being that spreads all throughout. You are here, you are now, present with yourself. There's nothing you need to do, there's nothing you have to do. You are free right now and right here to just experience being alive.
you can bring your attention to the energy that is all around you and throughout you. The life force and your spirit. Your spirit and your body, all in one. Allowing yourself to relax. Giving yourself the experience of how good it feels when you truly relax and you truly become present. And you can, right now, maybe focus on one thing that is difficult in your life right now. Could be a relationship problem, could be something with your body, something about your life. Just allow yourself to just bring your gentle awareness to it. And ask your inner self to tell you, what is this all about? What do you feel about this? You don't have to find a solution, just feel, how does this make me feel? This experience. How does it make me feel? And whatever feeling arises, just let it come. Know that as you go on this path and allow yourself to truly be present in your daily life, relax into your body, all the old stagnant energy, all the repressed pain will surface like little bubbles in water. They will bubble up to the surface one by one. And when you bring your loving attention to it, you don't push it away. It happens even easier. Each pain that we have held down, that is actually coming up because a certain thing that's going on in our lives, this thing that's going on in our lives is actually calling the old pain up. It's not causing more pain, it's simply calling up the hurt that is already inside us. And when we relax, we see it in this way, the old hurt will surface one day. Just one by one. And because we're already loving and open and accepting, the old hurt is not afraid of coming up. It feels safe. And we are ready because we have the awareness and we have the love within us. We have the trust to just hold it, see it for what it is. And so just take a few moments. I'll be quiet and just see if something wants to come to the surface. And slowly bring your attention back to your breath, feeling the breath coming in and going out. Tell yourself that you are doing beautifully. All your life, everything you've been through, and now you've come to this place where you are right now, discovering how wonderful it is to be in the now moment, to be fully in the now moment, allowing yourself to be you exactly as you are, and actually loving the experience of being you. And whenever some old hurt that has actually become a self-condemning part of you steps forth, invite it in. Realize that it is only a hurt part of you, and you can let her go, or him go. Just let it go, because your true self has only love for you. We are beings of love. We are beings of wholeness. We come from the one light that is everywhere. So we are all one. And we all come from this light that is love itself. Love is our true nature, and anything that does not resonate with love, we can simply bring to the forefront and give it our love. Allow it to transform into love, back to love. We are all returning to love. And when you're ready, stretch your body. Open your eyes and come back to me to say goodbye.
Okay, my friend, so I'm glad I was able to do another video. I just let them come when I can feel I have a message for you and there's something on my heart I want to share, and we'll just see what is to be. But I send you all my love where you are and wish you the best right where you are. See you!